What you mad at? Cause the way my ice drip. Now what you mad at? Cause I'm in a different whip. Now what you mad at? Cause I'm with a different bitch. Now what you mad at? I was down and came up quick. Now what you mad at? Cause the way my ice drip. Now what you mad at? Cause I'm in a different whip. Now what you mad at? Cause I'm with a different bitch. Now what you mad at?
Big Gay, true story. It ain't out yet. It ain't out yet, right?
No.
I'm gonna tell you.
Release.
I'm gonna tell you this story real
They gonna hear it on the pod.
Cause
yes,
I'm tired of niggas.
I'm gonna open
this. This is an exclusive.
Yeah. Damn, man, where you been at?
Exclusive. No, yes, it is. Shh.
I'm about to say, why you say exclusive?
My block to it. We don't call it exclusive because we're fans.
Let us get our exclusive.
All the time I passed $100,000. I was out here chilling, really spending
Yes,
with
we're
a master
all-
plan. Had the
we're
biggest
not
grill with a Benz and a lot of bands. Niggas out here plotting, never knew it would have been my man. Had to send away. Told niggas about my every move. Coke sit the blitz. After that, that's when I heard the boom. I ain't called for a promo, but these niggas came with shoes. I'm talking.
They're gonna find the track on Just Another Podcast. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit the bell. Hit the bell. Hit the bell. Hit the bell.
I wanna cop the 9 and I wanna cop the Mac. I wanna cop the Porsche, that bitch is all black. What happened to
I'm a
your
fan of
Benz? I
Porsche
fucked
bars.
around to wreck that. What happened to your ice? I wanna cop the new set. What happened to your girl? I wanna got a new bitch. And she straight from the trap. I bet she down for the lick. Can I give a perk dick? I bet this bitch won't never switch. Now it's 19, the year started off fair. Still in the clubs, throwing money in the air. Still on them drugs, living life without a care. I was sitting like a king, but life ain't always fair. It was all fun and games, but that is
Y'all
some
woke me up too
change.
early.
One lonely night, I was riding with my man. A few guns, a little drugs, and a whole lot of bands. I swear if he speak on the business, he won't speak again. Now a nigga nervous, the officer approaching. Yeah, nigga loaded, try not to make too much motion. Vision getting blurry, I'm trying to stay focused. Nigga in the driver's seat, he's supposed to be my homie. It's fucked up, but one thing that a nigga noticed. He told 12 about the pipes and how them
This is a true
bitches
story.
loaded.
Where can they find it at?
From the look of thing, yeah, that nigga folded. Next thing I knew about that night that it was over.
I got it in my email. This is Just Another Podcast.
I heard a loud yell, damn, I'm in fucking jail. I done woke up.
What up, what up, what up? Just Another Podcast. We don't know the episode numbers.
It's a lot.
90, 95. I don't know. We
100.
recorded more than I put out. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit the bell. I got B Hood behind the camera, Maestro in the thing. I got Willie Beeman in here.
What up, what up, what up, what up?
I got Liddy in here with the hookah getting cold all on my table.
Hey, you're gonna be all right.
I got Big A in the building.
What's going
Drop
on?
a bomb. Let me drop one of Clue's bombs for him.
Yo.
And I'm your host, Mr. If You Know, You Know. It's been a crazy week. We're gonna get into some pop culture stuff first before we get into Big A. We got a lot to talk about with you, brother. But first, let's tell the people where you from, where your grandma stay, where your mama stay, where your daddy stay.
I'm from Portsmouth.
P-Town, what up?
Portsmouth. I'm Herman to be exact, downtown Portsmouth. Watson Street to be exact.
Dope. Where y'all want to start? Do you want to start with Drake and his condom and the hot sauce? Is that where we want to begin our podcast? Y'all don't want to talk about it? If you're Drake, you're not putting hot sauce in the condom?
Hell.
I sent her the child support. She sent me the heart emoji. You don't want to send two of those.
I mean,
No, you got to be extra cautious. I get it, man. A lot of these women are doing a lot of things. This is a business move for them. So, I mean, he's got to do some things too to kind of be preventative. So,
I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah, I mean, his baby mom is set for life. So,
For sure.
like you said, like it's a come up for them.
Why he don't just flush it?
I mean, I think I've heard that people actually they have like team members that will come in and like do shit like that.
Hey, do you think?
Yeah, like make sure it's disposed. I mean, you gotta think these women are going above and beyond.
Yeah, she's taking it in the trash.
Right, yeah, it's bigger than just like how we think about it. I mean, their intention is to get pregnant.
For sure.
You need a bedside trash can for that with a camera, just to make sure. You need a bedside trash can with a camera on it.
No, because then she could still steal the condom. That doesn't
So
make sense.
what was the hot sauce thing again?
He
Like,
put hot sauce in a used condom after he engaged in consensual
sexual
Activity.
actions with a young lady, and
He
then
beat
she
the
put it
cheeks.
out that he had did that.
Yeah.
What was the hot sauce supposed to do?
But
You ain't gonna
It
put no
kills
hot
the
sauce in
sperm.
your, because girls are
Okay, I get it. Okay.
try to get pregnant on
I
the
got
back.
you. I
which
got
she did, and then she was screaming in the bathroom.
Oh,
which
she
I think
actually
is
did
hilarious.
that?
Yes, I sent y'all this. See, now who didn't do their homework? So after he put the hot sauce in the fucking thingy and he threw it in the trash, old bitch went to the trash can and tried to put it in her coochie, started screaming, and now she's suing him, which is dumb.
You can't.
But
sue
I
you for
think
something you did to
exactly,
yourself.
exactly. But I think that shit is hilarious, and I think when she started screaming in the bathroom, he was probably weak as a bitch.
Yeah.
Cause I would be.
Yeah, hell yeah.
He probably was like, "Gotcha, bitch."
They're going above and beyond.
That's what I'm saying. So like, yeah,
That would be
absolutely.
funny.
I mean, that's how crazy it is. I can imagine.
I mean,
Drake,
look
you
at
goated.
the things people do for money, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
He done
Crazy.
go.
They'll be sad, and it's gonna give her notoriety and all that kind of stuff. So she has so many.
I bet she sounded like the white boy from Home Alone when she put
Oh man, I wish
Drake
I had
Paul
that
in
sound
there.
bite.
Yeah.
got him, got me one.
Got
To the
him.
left.
So that's all. Ladies, man, get a job.
Yeah,
Stop it.
absolutely.
Stop it, man.
Hoping a
It's-
man to be your come up.
That's the shit they on.
But a lot of people will make you leave your cell phones, take your cell phone,
Sign
sign a
an NDA.
contract, all
Yeah.
type of stuff, man.
Yeah,
These
got
rich
to.
people, because they're a business, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
no,
That-
for sure. I'm
you
all
know, if
for
you
it.
worth hundreds of millions, you already know what people will do for money. So
Yeah.
I just couldn't he just flush it, make sure it go down?
yeah, that would.
I
that
like
would've
this
been-
better. Keep at it,
Once
Drake.
you do it,
They
just
probably
run-
do it to kind of get the reaction like that.
That's what I'm saying.
like-
I know he thought that shit was
He's like, watch this,
hilarious.
bitch about to go in the bathroom. She think
Look, watch this. Look at this bitch. Look at this bitch.
She couldn't tell it was red.
Yeah.
I don't know. Must be some fancy hot sauce. Is there white hot sauce?
I don't know.
I'm sure there is. There's white sauces that are spicy.
Picante. That bitch is dumb.
Pacucci.
That wasn't funny.
It wasn't my head.
What kind of hot sauce was it? Did they say that?
No, I was just trying to figure out what kind of hot sauce was
Because
it.
I mean,
know,
in the
Texas-
hood we use
Texas-
Texas
Texas?
Pete, so I
Texas
mean, that might be the strongest. Is it different
Tabasco,
temperature levels?
That's gonna kill
Crazy,
you.
right?
some crystals.
Yeah.
Her drink out of commission forever on that one, bro, on Tabasco.
And then you put it out. Now, how do y'all think, like, her, because she's the one to put the story out, correct?
Yeah, she started suing him. Yeah.
I mean, she probably sued, and then obviously she probably gave it to someone, and they went by.
And they went by, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's how you do it.
But she had to tell somebody that she did.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
she,
you
no,
gotta
you
tell
gotta,
somebody, I went and
You
tried
gotta-
to.
I would
didn't try to
never
do
tell
that.
nobody.
That's what I'm saying.
no, but it's
I
by
would've kept
design.
that
You're trying to.
to the grave.
Trying to come up. Like,
Yeah, and you gotta think about it though. You're trying to get the settlement. You don't even care about the actual court
You're not
case.
getting a settlement for this.
But that's what
But
you're
yeah, but
trying
how
to do.
can you? Nobody told
But
you
that's
to
what
go in there.
But that's what I'm
and-
saying. Sometimes the lawyers will say, depending on
trying
like
it.
court costs and all that kind of stuff in the lawsuit, you're just trying to get a small settlement to get out of it. So for her, it makes sense to get the story out there.
Okay.
It's a strategy.
It's a nasty.
Yeah, I mean,
where's Elliot?
But
Nasty work.
Yeah, but like you said, like anything for money, even 50 to 100K. I mean, a lot of these women out here fucking for free. So you get one fuck and you make 100,000.
That's good. You
Again,
can
I gotta respect it. I got to. That's $100,000 an hour.
We was having this conversation last night while me and Caitlin was watching Sex in the City, but we was, going off our earlier conversation about BBLs and these women that, like Willie said, it's a sport for them.
Yeah.
They're looking to attract these men of notoriety, because she started talking to us about all the baby mamas. And I don't, I can't pick them out of the lineup. I don't know Joey from Jada, from whoever the fuck, Ari, no, I don't know none of these. Right? But she's like, well, they going out, they getting the body built. I was like, yeah, it's still levels though. Like we were saying, there's low tier BBLs. Then these girls, then they pop up out of nowhere. I was like, no, that's a grind just like everybody else.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? Because first you got to get to work.
Right.
Then you got to go to where they're at. Then you got to like make sure you're in proximity
You probably had to finesse a lot of niggas on the way out.
on the way up.
Yeah.
The
You know what I'm
grind.
saying?
Yeah.
You gotta finesse the nigga for the titties, and you gotta finesse the nigga for the ass.
Then
all the way.
Yeah, then now I'm with Drake.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's my moment. She shot her shot.
Wayne talked to us
top
about that
10.
One Night Only.
Exactly.
That was one of the greatest songs. He went through the plight of that woman.
Like the 15 minutes of fame, you get one shot. So it's just like them trying to be a rapper or something, but it's like getting your image up. You get the chain, the watch, the Rolex, this, that, and you try to make your way up. You know, the women do the same thing. They get the fake titties, the fake butt. You know what I'm saying?
And
Now they
don't
trying to
change.
get them a rapper or athlete or something to get their come up.
And even if you don't even get the athlete, bro, there's so much money in just becoming an Instagram,
Yeah,
whatever they
yeah,
come
that
out.
too,
Like
yeah.
now you're trying to get on reality shows
Right.
and all.
But her point was, most of the ones that get on the reality shows, their notoriety comes from who they had a baby with.
Yeah.
None of them are just like Cardi B.
Right,
She's an
right.
outlier.
Just get popular for
Yeah.
the show.
Yeah, but that, I mean, you could do that. I mean, or like you said, I mean, some of them didn't have a baby with someone and they were able to get on. I think it's like a hybrid because you think about like Erica Mena and all them. They did the show before they got pregnant by.
Yeah,
But-
but they got on the show and then got with somebody.
Yeah.
And that I think that happens though because think about it, it's all about your circle. So you get on a reality show, you start getting invited to clubs, you might bump into an up and coming rapper and be able to get on that way.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
no, it definitely makes
It's all a come.
I feel like that way used to happen more often, like in the past. Like, you know what I'm saying? Now it's more like you got to get with somebody first. But it used to be like that because you could just hop on a reality show on like MTV or VH1
But-
or some
but
shit,
I-
and they
I-
would find you out of nowhere.
I disagree because reality show necessarily doesn't even have to be to come up no more. Like IG, like there's women out there, and
Well, yeah.
I'm not in that space that like they can create a whole following and get. I mean, they can do their own little content. They can do whatever they want just through IG, and they don't even need the reality show to
But
get.
the stuff.
No, but I'm saying you can build your Instagram like to, something modest, like 10,000 followers or something like that. And then you can get on the show. And then you being on the show is going to blow up.
10,000 followers isn't a lot no more.
That's what I said. I said something. Did I not say?
No, but there's women out there that have 100K plus.
Yes, but
Right.
I'm telling you, they're all attached to somebody. None of them are just like, yo, I got the work, and then I just started selling lashes. The reason why the girls buy lashes from you is because you're attached to Moneybag Yo, because you're attached to G Herbo, because you're attached
So
to
you're saying that the following comes after that you attach.
always, yes.
So you got to do the work and attach.
So girl that got a baby with Future and Bow Wow. Who the fuck was she before that?
I don't even know who she is now.
I don't either, but I had a conversation about it yesterday, and Caitlyn showed us two different girls, and I was like, that's not the same girl. She's like, see, all these bitches look the same. I'm like, yeah, but she's like, these niggas like that, and I'm like, man, these niggas are picking whoever, and then they getting lucky. You know what I'm saying?
But I actually respect the grind. I'm telling you, women have a window from 20 to 30. If that's your strategy, you got to
Really
go
made
after
the
it.
window way too wide.
No, 20 to 30. I'm gonna give them the 30. I know you're saying 27. They're done.
No, I'm not saying done. I think at 27 is when they be like, fuck, I can't compete with the 22-year-old. I have to go get the
You
work.
got to get out.
Don't do that to me.
No, I have to go get the work.
Don't do that to me.
Oh, so you're saying that you think
The
that
older joints are definitely got to go to Columbia
you're
and go
saying
under
that-
the knife.
So you're saying at 27, you believe it can revive your career and you can do 10 more years in the league?
Bernice Burgos.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
True that.
Yeah.
A literal grandma. But I don't want to.
I think those are rarities.
Wasn't she a
No,
stripper?
these are, but see this, and this
How
is
many
the thing.
27-year-olds can extend their career 10 years from surgery? Like literally be like an Instagram, whatever for the next 10 years after 27.
It depends on what dude she's around.
But do you have to have the dude already, or at 27
At
you're in the
27,
danger
you-
zone?
Not if you get to work. If you're Bernice Burgos, who we can all agree, is
She's an outlier.
Yes.
Can we name any other old?
I can't name any of them,
No.
bro. I'm telling you, I don't know.
Not for real though.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Don't do that to me.
No.
I'm about to get on the plane and go. I need some more ass.
All right.
Carly Red from Love and
we
Hip
can get off
Hop.
this.
She Carly Red from Love and Hip Hop old too, right?
Yeah.
But I wouldn't put her on that level. Love and Hip Hop is the only thing we even know.
Yeah, that's true.
And she was in that movie with Chris Rock.
Oh yeah, she was like the hostess or something.
She was one of the little junks that came to the room.
Oh
And they,
gosh.
y'all remember?
No, I know
What's that
something.
The movie, he was a comedian, but he was walking around. What's the name of that movie? I forgot.
Who knows?
Damn, y'all don't fuck with Chris.
No.
What about Roddy Rich on Clubhouse?
That was hilarious.
Yeah,
Somebody tell me the story.
You
Because
got
I don't
it?
know what
You
happened.
do it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, so Roddy and Whack 100 was on Clubhouse talking to, do I say alleged fellow Crip or is
No,
I guess
he wanted.
it's certified?
yeah, he's there.
He done. Yeah, he was.
Kadeem's gangster
A lot of
views
people
do
say
not
it was.
represent.
No, I don't know.
Yeah, he was like one of the. He was like one of the little homies from around the way.
So one of them, I don't know if he's a little homie. Nick called me little homie once, and I was about to smack him. So I don't want to disrespect nobody.
Nah, he definitely the little homie after that.
Okay, so Roddy made him the little homie, but
Right.
they're on Clubhouse, and they're basically dude is trying to say Roddy was like false flagging,
Right, correct.
And bro was like, nah, nigga, I'm stamped out here.
Right. He got put down on the map for sure.
Hood knows more about the story than I do.
But I will say though, the thing that I was taking away from this is like it still feels like at Roddy Rich's level. I understand wanting to defend, your positioning,
cred.
but I just feel like at a certain level, you should have enough people around you to have those disagreements where you don't even need to be tied to it. And what Wack is saying,
then now with Tekashi 6ix9ine, that's kind of a moot point because he had real gangsters around him. And
I know, but I agree. But he was even his defense. If you listen to his argument, was that he has real gangsters around him. What I'm saying is, like, at the end of the day, though, like, we just came back and said that these musicians are businesses. Wack was trying to say, like, Atlantic is not going to endorse or try to get behind a business that's out here saying that they're gangbanging. Like, it's not
a liability.
Good.
I mean, at a certain point, if you're at a certain level, you really expect the person to stand on the block with you.
Exactly. That's so silly.
Yeah.
What do I get out of that? Well, just stand on the block to show how real I am.
Yeah, bro. And then you look at it. What did the whole Nipsey situation show? It's like honestly, it's not even advantageous for these artists to even go back to the community that often. Because there's so much hate. Look at Young Dolph. I mean, these people are getting killed in these communities. So in my opinion, it's like almost no point. Like you said,
even the label told him, like, bro, I know y'all out there flicking up the vids, but
because they got millions of dollars tied into you.
Yeah, absolutely.
You a liability to these people.
I don't even.
Bro really got in his feelings when Roddy was like, "You ever touch $1 million?"
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, because he hasn't.
Yeah, right.
So that hit a spot where it's like it made him feel this big. You know what I mean? Yeah. So. That really hit the spot. If you ain't touching that and somebody really put you on blast and deep down inside, damn, I really haven't touched them.
But you fuck you, nigga. You
don't know what else to, at that point.
But my first initial feeling about it is like coming off of that is like those are how the Young Dolphs and the
because at the end of the video he was like, we gonna see Cuh.
Yeah, exactly, because he don't got nothing to lose.
Right.
Absolutely. So
and then he know that millions of people, or not millions, but a lot of people are going to see this worldwide.
Right.
DJ
Academics.
They're going to find out who this person is.
Right.
Every time he see somebody, oh, you that dude, man, damn boy, they clowned you or whatever.
And now it's
he gonna feel,
And that's how the dude said that. I mean, when the story about Nipsey was he felt that way. He felt away.
It's like
even the whole thing with Dolph, and we seen like bro had the PRE chain on. Messy, nasty work, bro.
Yeah.
It's sad because for me personally, I would want to be one of the people that like if I elevate, I want to take my people with me.
Right, and
but
that's how it's supposed
to the outcomes which tell us the contrary though.
Right.
It's supposed to be that way, but I don't want to lose my life behind trying to keep it real with you, nigga.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I can't even go get cookies in the hood. That's like saying I can't go back to ODU and get an insomnia cookie and dip. That's why I got the blick with me all the time.
Right.
That was like Ghost trying to take Tommy out the game. He didn't want to go. You know what I'm saying? You can't. It kind of is. You want to bring your people with you, but your people is still attached to some bullshit. No, I'm saying you want to bring your people with you, but your people is doing some bullshit.
You can try to walk.
You trying to get away from that.
You can try to walk around, get everybody from the hood $10,000. Man, I made it. This make a song, man. Everybody, this person from this person doing this. You can shout out everybody on the track, make an EP about the whole hood. They'll still kill you, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
They still want to take you out. And you could be doing everything. Look at Nip, look at Dolph. They doing everything they can for their hoods and their communities.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's always a Judas. It's always a Judas.
Fact.
You feel me? In every hood, every neighborhood across America, there's always a Judas.
Yep.
Remember that.
Can't we all just love each other?
That'd be the right way, but that's that's in the perfect world.
Let's hug it out. Just hug it out.
This ain't no perfect world. You know what I mean?
When you get to a certain
Let's
level,
talk about
it. Always comes with some hate. Since we got you here, bro, we're gonna keep it music for a little bit. Complex put out a Verzuz list, power rankings. Jay-Z number 1, Drake number 2, Lil Wayne number 3, Kanye number 4, Snoop Dogg 5, 56, Nicki Minaj 7, Future 8, LL Cool J at 9, and Missy Elliott at 10. That's the top 10. Other people are on there like Cameron. They got Travis Scott at 30.
Madness.
Kendrick is on here. Busta Rhymes at 11. Kendrick at 12. How do y'all feel about their rankings?
It started off.
Yeah,
it was okay.
The first 3, first 5.
It started
great,
all right.
But
that back end.
That back end was like.
Where'd they have Outkast at?
They don't have Outkast on here.
Oh.
Yeah, that's disrespect too. I'm okay. I know everybody says Jay-Z's 1. I disagree.
Who do you
I think Kanye's won.
Kanye?
Damn. Over
Yes.
Drake?
Yes. No. Yeah. Over Drake.
Jay-Z?
Did you
In
guys see this
general?
stat? Wait, before we go into this, did you see the stat? Was it Spotify that said 1 out of every 131 songs is a
Was
Drake,
Drake?
track?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I seen
That's
that.
why.
So isn't Versus a hit type environment? I mean, I'm not.
But it's also a performance too. Now
I've seen
seen
both of
Drake's
them.
still a
perform.
performer.
No.
They're the same.
No,
to me.
no, but when I say performer, who Jay-Z and Drake?
Yeah.
But Kanye's a better performer.
He is.
Yeah.
That's why I put him one. He has tracks that hit. You know, he had the backpackers with the
Yeah,
gangsters.
Kanye.
Right, he does.
He's got everything in his bag.
Number one though.
But
Yes,
it's
and he's the master performer.
For Versus.
He is a master performer.
Kanye made niggas sell out arenas just to listen to his album and didn't rap a lick.
Lil
Just
Wayne
True that.
changed the whole generation. Every little rapper you see out here got the gold teeth, all the tattoos.
I do agree with that.
Light skin,
I would definitely keep him in
and
the
then
top
the
5.
hits that that Lil Wayne has, excuse me.
I admit
know.
Lil Wayne could be up there too. I ain't
No,
gonna-
he's in the
He's
top
in there.
5. They
Yeah,
have
he's
him.
like
They have him at 3.
3,
I would
yeah.
put him. I would put if it was my list.
Oh, you just saying as far as Kanye being so low? Is that what you're saying?
Kanye shouldn't be behind. Kanye shouldn't be 4.
You know what I'm saying? You think he should be what?
They said okay on here. It says Billboard Hot 100s for Kanye 133, top 10 hits, top 10 hits 20. Billboard Hot 100 for Lil Wayne is 178, top 100, top 10 hits 25. You already know what Drake do. Billboard Hot 100 259, top 10 hits 54, and Jay-Z's at 22 and 103. So I'm putting Kanye there just because Kanye, his bag is just so eclectic and different. I think he could compete with pretty much anybody.
Oh yeah,
And his
Yeah.
performance, bro, at the Glow in the Dark tour, the people that make the Muppets for like Sesame Street, he had a little fake one flying around the jump with him. He built a mountain. He was on space. He's changed the way rappers do their shows in total.
Yeah.
A Jay-Z show wasn't like Watch the Throne before Kanye.
True.
J. Cole and them, they got that. They get in that bag from him. Drake has flying Lamborghinis. That's all Kanye influence. Telling y'all. Yeezus tour, yeah, Jesus was there, nigga. On for real.
We believe.
And he was like, white Jesus.
What he
Bro,
can't.
tell him about Yeezus tour, bro.
Insane.
He had Kendrick opening for him.
Insane.
I mean, that's fitting though.
Come on, man.
I do think Ye is a better performer. I do think like Jay-Z and Drake probably still have a wider catalog. That's why, but I'm not a big Versus person, so I can't really say what we're grading on. So
Yo, but it's also, okay, niggas can have all the music in the world, but it's how you play your records, the timing
It
of
is.
it.
You know, for sure.
Kanye's
Because a
master
nigga
at
could
that.
come out.
That's what I'm
you
saying.
know what I mean?
Kanye's track list is gonna be hitting. Even the Amazon Prime shit. Even though wasn't
That's-
his best performance,
yeah.
no, but the tracks he selected and all that were like,
I heard. I mean,
Phenomenal.
I had a conversation with someone who said like that Kanye had lost them a long time ago, but when they watched the Larry Hoover thing, they were like, man, like his track list. They said it was old. Yeah,
it was old.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, yeah.
I watched
It
it.
was old, Ye. And then we were mad because Drake didn't
great.
do. He didn't. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But if it's a versus and he plays "Say You Will" and Drake does his "Say You Will" verse, who wins that?
Oh, I don't know.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. This nigga's 2, and Hove, I love Hove. He was the reason
He
why
does
I love
love
rap
Hove.
music. He's 3 though, and then Wayne's still at 4.
I can see that.
You think Kanye can beat Jay-Z in the verses?
I think it'll be close, but yes.
I mean, the question is
Yeah.
this though. I would agree like that Kanye could beat Jay-Z if people had no emotions. Like if we put them in a room, if we put them in a room like no one didn't know
But
who
Kanye
they were.
is like a
Right.
vibe. His
Yeah, but I
energy
feel like
filled the
Jay-Z's
room.
nostalgia and the connection is gonna like
Say
sway
that
people.
until you start listening to them old when All Falls Down goes on. That emotion.
No, but that's what I'm saying. No, I think
Jay-Z can't even not play Kanye tracks in his
no,
verses.
bro. But there's so many people who are so emotionally invested as Jay-Z being the GOAT. They're not even gonna allow it to be
I
arbitrary.
feel you, and everybody felt the same way about Fabulous and Jadakiss. And what happened? And nigga washed him.
I don't know, bro. The Jay-Z energy is too deep. I think it's gonna have there's gonna be a cognitive bias from the beginning.
There's gonna be a
The
bias.
greatest of all time.
Right,
like
that's what
you
I'm saying.
said.
They're gonna come in with
Yeah,
that.
they gonna.
They're not
feel
gonna come
y'all.
off that pillar. And Jay-Z's gonna at least keep it within the realm to
Right.
not move those people off of that.
And what do people always say about Kanye and Jay-Z, right? People say, yes, Jay-Z's the greatest lyricist of all time. Nobody's gonna say that. It's not true.
Right.
But everybody says Kanye's the greatest performer of all time.
Yeah, I agree with that.
True.
That nigga gonna put, I'm telling you, bro.
I agree.
Okay,
You
so
can't play a Jay-Z versus and not have no Kanye tracks in it. You can't omit him from your catalog.
That's the truth.
Some of your best tracks are tied to this nigga, no matter what you want to say about him.
He feels very passionate.
No, I'm just saying, when you think about it. But Kanye could exclude Jay-Z from his shit altogether.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Yes.
You love Ye, don't you?
No, all three of them are my
loves
favorite
all-
artists.
yeah,
Yeah, no, they're all three my top.
Okay.
And Wayne too, actually.
Yeah.
Okay, but let's talk about this though. They had Travis Scott at 30. Where do you think he should be?
Maybe in the top
Because
20.
30 is
30 is real.
That's
30
They put
is
it-
crazy.
no,
for
you know,
Travis Scott, like, and he's a
Complex-
performer
Remember, they're
too.
canceling Travis Scott.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. They're
are.
in the middle of his cancellation.
I know,
So they're like,
exactly.
yo, we acknowledge that you're nice, so we're going to put you on the
you
back
on
end
the
of
back.
this.
We're gonna
They
give
probably
you
made
two
the list
blurbs.
30 just to keep him on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's in the.
Which sucks, but
yeah,
He should be
It
like,
is.
and
like
I mean,
17.
I mean, it's a decent list, and you know, it's a good thing to talk about. People love talking about lists. They got Cameron at 29. Personally, I mean, Cameron's got some hits, but
I don't really like Cameron like that.
You're too young. You won't understand.
yeah, no, that's part. That's not part of
Cameron
the
had
shit.
us all in high school.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We were all diplomats.
Exactly.
Couldn't tell nobody they wanted that.
Exactly.
I really mean it came on in the gym.
Yeah, I know. Exactly.
I was a big Jim fan.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
couldn't
yeah.
tell nobody.
You can't tell
they
nobody.
wanted
Diplomatic
Dipset.
community 1, 2. We all felt
crazy.
it.
He got bangers, but you know.
Yeah.
Man, we'll get off the verses. Y'all leave y'all comments. Leave some comments on what y'all think about the rankings. I do think my ranking is the most accurate, but you know, like Willie said, everybody's gonna think. No, everybody is gonna say, "Oh, Jay-Z's the GOAT," but I'm telling you, Kanye's a better performer.
Yeah.
When you read it to me, I didn't think he should be
being
number one.
biased.
Yeah, it's gonna be biased, definitely.
It's always gonna be biased. I have a bias, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But really, my bias skews towards Drake. But I just know he's probably 2 or 3.
Yeah.
But if we talking hits,
2.
none of them are close to him on the hits list.
Agreed.
Nah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You got some hits.
Just some.
Some.
I'm saying.
No, not some.
Like,
no disrespect.
1 out of 131 streams.
Yes.
He got hits.
Every
a
time,
crazy
every
ass.
time he drop a project, he got a new
Yeah.
streaming record. His song, it's not even close. His run is unparalleled.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can play Drake all day, like
Yeah, no.
all day, and go through several
Oh,
different
you talking
moods.
about Drake? I thought we
Yeah.
were talking about Ye.
Oh,
No,
No,
we're talking about Drake.
Drake? Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
My bad.
No, yeah,
But
yeah,
off the
yeah.
Kanye thing, last thing, because Kanye's still out here tripping. We talked about him on the last pod, and he's still out. It was Chicago's birthday.
he's sad.
It was
You
Chicago's
think he
birthday.
did? You think he did that? Those dude that they talking about now?
What did what the who? Hold up,
He
tell me about it.
supposed to stole on somebody, knocked them out.
No, he said he talked about it in a rap song.
Yeah. He has a song with Game coming out, and it's not released yet, but they played a snippet of him talking
it's out?
about. Oh, it's out now.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
what
you
I'm
got to
talking
play it down. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would play it if it wouldn't get a copyright claim.
But-
he said he would knock out Pete Davis.
Oh,
I heard
that's
yesterday.
that was
dude.
the whole thing. It wasn't a real.
No, but
Situation.
no. But I did read something. Was that Kanye?
That was like it was paparazzi or something.
No, somebody
Yeah, that's what I'm
got
saying.
sued.
Paparazzi.
Yeah, it was like
somebody.
Supposed to
Yeah,
knock
I
out
think
some
he
paparazzi,
punched.
and now
Yeah,
they pressing charges.
yeah,
on
I
him.
did see that.
Yeah.
He's right. He's right. He's
So
right.
Man, he's
all right,
hurting.
let's break this down. We already talked about him out here wilding because he's wilding.
yes.
Kim is winning the breakup, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Kanye, look at me. You're losing, and you're embarrassing yourself.
Kanye, look at me.
No, he's embarrassing himself.
He is.
He's out here with this young girl.
And we love
all
you.
love Uncut Gems. That was a great movie. She's a Kim fan. When your girl gets out and be like, I'd rather him be with a fan than a hater, you're losing, bro. That's a big L. Now, the whole birthday party thing, Chicago's a boy or girl.
No, Chicago's a girl.
He got too many kids. Chicago, his daughter. Yeah, you're right. It's his daughter's birthday. He can't get to the birthday party. He's on IG. They not letting me at the birthday party. It's my I keep my schedule. Now I respect all
They're
that
trying
as
to
a
paint
father.
narrative.
Yeah.
Yeah. You not beating them on the PR tip. They the Kardashians.
Masters at it.
They're masters at it. Now he ended up at the birthday party.
They gonna put out a press release like, we want to pray for Kanye.
Yeah.
And his mental awareness.
His mental awareness.
They say Travis was the one that gave him the low for that.
Yeah.
Travis was the one that gave him the location for the party. So
Good
that's
shit,
like,
Trav. Tristan low too. Tristan ain't saying, "Hey, look, man, I'm trying to just stay around."
Right.
How do y'all feel about like just not even on Kanye tip? Like when women use the kids, like if me and my girl are straight,
That's nasty work.
if me and
Please
my
put your
girl-
disclaimer out.
No, me and my girl. No, I'm saying, but if it ever got to the point where it was that toxic that like
Animosity.
Sienna's having a birthday party and you not telling me where the party is, I'm gonna be on some shit like that too. I'm gonna be pissed.
Yeah.
Of course.
I'll take it as more as it really depends on the vibe and the situation you have with the other person, because there may be situations where there's already an agreed like you're gonna have your birthday party.
No, I
I'm
respect
gonna have my
that.
birthday party. So it's hard for me to say. What it feels like though is, even if it's a part of the narrative, they're trying to make it seem like they want to distance themselves from Kanye like he's like mentally unstable. So like in my opinion, based on the PR that they're trying to do, that's the play. You kind of keep him as far away as possible.
And we've seen them play it both ways because
Right.
when Kim and Kanye were good, she put her arm around him when he was going through his stuff.
Yeah, but you gotta think about it. Like you just said, that these people are masterful.
Yeah, no, they're great.
technicians.
They are.
So all these things are gonna get brought up at some point in court of like, hey, I try to help him through it. I try to like lean in. Like this is all a part of the strategy. But you don't like at the birthday party, you want to continue to try to feel like or say that like, hey, I have our birthday party, you're gonna have yours. So I don't know. To me, I don't think ideally we would want to be able to do joint birthday parties, but that's not realistic.
Can I just say this right quick? Women and men, but women do this more often.
And women told me they don't like you speaking for them.
I don't give a fuck. Anyway, of course they didn't. They love me. Hey. Anyway, if your child's relationship with you is separate from your child's relationship with their other parent, right? So I don't give a fuck how much you hate that nigga. Trust me, I know. If the father of your kid wants to show up, you let him. Because that matters to your kid.
Absolutely.
Your kid is not, well, hopefully they're not aware of all of the extra bullshit that y'all are going through. You're not supposed to put your kids through that. Like, they're not supposed to see all that.
Well, they see when daddy buys a house across the street.
But
kids don't think of it like that.
But I would challenge that though in two ways. Actually, I totally agree with you. I definitely would always preface things like when you have domestic violence or anything like that, where you start to feel like those scenarios, because there's people out there that can say
are
like,
afraid of
right.
Yeah, for sure.
But then the second thing is you got to remember they have a pending divorce coming up.
Yeah.
And when you're getting ready to go to a divorce war,
it's war.
It's war. Now you got to be tactful. Now after the divorce, I would agree with you. But if you got a divorce coming up and with them they have assets, they have things that are accumulated. I'm not gonna lie, a birthday or two may have to be a part of this strategy until we overcome that. They're not splitting up. You know, the stuff that we're probably splitting up, they're splitting up real money.
Yeah.
A lot of it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And honestly,
So at this point, they documenting everything for court.
Exactly.
Yeah, but
and so you got to
again-
think about it. Even their lawyers probably saying, hey, how should we handle, I mean, this is gross. Trust me, I agree with you. But lawyers get in and be like, hey, this is how you need to handle the birthday. This is how you need to handle this.
Right.
Absolutely. Like, you know, this is what we're going after. And honestly, I don't know. I haven't checked Forbes, but I don't know who got more money right now, Kim or Ye. So
what Drake said, I'm sorry, I keep quoting Drake.
You love him.
Show me the bank deposit, not the valuation. Kim probably got the bank.
that's what I'm saying. That
Kanye's
Kardashian
wealth
brand.
is in Adidas,
Absolutely.
and stock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
That Kardashian money different.
Yeah.
Different.
Crazy.
He might not want to. He might have to.
So-
Like, look. Anytime this shit about to go real, 5 pair of Yeezys come out.
But look, bro, and that's what I'm saying. Kim might be protecting her assets. In
Sure.
this divorce.
Yeah, for sure.
But at the end of the day,
hide this, put that to the side.
like she said,
You think Kanye would take something from her?
Yes.
You think Kanye would be like, yo, let me get XYZ?
See, again, we're not in that space, and I pray for abundance for all of us. You got to think about it. You don't think that there's certain revenue or certain money that came with Kim for her relationship with Kanye?
No, I do. But I'm saying, do you think he would try and take more
It's
than
not
his
about
share?
taking. It's
Because women do that. They like to take more than their
We're
share.
thinking too simple.
See, no, women always say taken. When we get it from them, it's taken. When
No, I know.
When it's the other way around, it's like, I earned this. We got this together.
What I'm saying, these are businesses. We got to go back to his original metaphor.
Yep.
Does Kanye, do we believe he has equity in the Kim Kardashian business? Absolutely.
Probably,
He's been with
yeah.
her for the last 5 to
He
7
been
years.
dressing her.
So all
Skims
I
is
want-
out of here.
I want my shares from the business that we did together while we were together. So yes, it should be, that's on the table.
But to kind of go back to what she was speaking on, it's supposed to be about the kids. The kid didn't ask to be here.
Absolutely.
So it's supposed to, y'all supposed to be able to co-parent because at the end of the day, the kid sees, he watch, him or her, they see what's going on and it's supposed to be about them. But a lot of times, women and men, for, both sides, people do things out of trying to heal. They're healing. So
They're either trying to heal or they're trying to hurt the other person.
They feel like them healing is them hurting.
Absolutely.
Hurting
Totally.
people hurt people. So if they're
Agreed.
hurt, they want to make themselves feel better.
Right.
But if I keep them away, if I keep the baby away, that's going to hurt. I know it's going to get to them.
Right.
If I
That's
do
fucked
this, if
up.
I act like this,
I think to
I know
Willie's
it's going to
point,
get to him
they're
because
more masterful than that. They know if we tell him he can't come, he's going to act out.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And he's going to
So
try and make him look
more
crazy.
especially if they know you're going to court, so they're going to do stuff so you can send that text message. Oh,
Yeah.
you bitch.
Yeah.
Okay, screenshot.
Yeah,
You know what I
exactly.
mean?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Bait
I
switch.
keep a binder.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I have a binder.
And pictures and all that too. Yeah. Screenshot. They go, oh, he doing this, he doing that. Let you be smoking weed or something. He smoking weed around my, you know what I'm saying? So
For sure.
people do stuff to try to, just hurt you. But at the end of the day, it's supposed to, I went through that, but that's in the past. You know what I mean? And I'm trying to get things back right now the way it should, but
It's not easy.
It's not, man. It's not.
Can't be wrong for that.
But my thing is,
Kanye is losing this.
It doesn't matter. I just said she wrong for that.
You gotta move.
He not a danger to them kids. He need to be at the birthday party.
As men, I think, and like Willie said, they're on a whole different stratosphere than what we're talking about.
Yeah.
But even then, you still got to be more strategic in how you move. You got to be like, all right, if I'm gonna do this with this girl, like we've all made mistakes, right? I bought a girl a car, we're not together, something happened. But if I was thinking like, I need to do X, Y, and Z just to cover my bases. He's not covering his bases. He's reacting out of emotion.
Right. You got to
not
be
a smart
smart with it
play,
too.
yeah.
You got to remember that, this is going to court and
Even the little photo
publicity
shoots
and
with
all
the
that.
girl.
You got to act right, man. If it's because it's for the child. So you want them people to say, okay,
They gonna be like,
this
look
what we're
how
going to
he
do.
acting.
Split this. You be able to do this. You get the baby this time. She get the baby this time. That's
Agreed.
what you want. So you can't just act out.
Can't,
But,
bro.
I don't know if he's ever been through baby mama drama before, as
No,
we
these
call
are-
it. So
only
this
their
is
mamas.
first,
Right.
this is first rodeo. So he don't know how to handle this. He don't know how to handle.
Kanye's
certain
not
things.
good at handling.
Somebody
things.
needs to be in his ear coaching, like, look,
Yeah,
I
nobody's
understand
rapping
who
their
you
mama,
are. Ain't
stop
nobody
it, bro.
trying to do this and tell you what to do, but
Hey, but you got to
You
think
need-
about the person
right.
that Kanye is. Kanye.
Yeah, I know. He
That's
ain't
what
gonna
I'm
listen.
saying.
It's like talking to this wall. Hey, wall, get up to the wall.
Right.
And wall gonna sit there and look at you. That's how you know.
Man.
Especially when a person's stuck in their ways.
Yep.
And then that mental ill, man, that's real, man. When you go through that, him losing his mom and him going through everything he been through, that man really sick. Mental illness is serious, and people don't. Oh, he's just crazy. That man really got something going on that's messing with him in his head. That man could be having all type of nightmares. Could be,
Yep.
Yes,
all
but he's
type of
still
anything.
okay as a parent.
Yeah.
He's still
not saying
okay.
that. He's still okay.
Yeah, what I'm saying. But the Kardashians are trying to paint that narrative. You making it worse.
Oh, no,
he's
no,
definitely
not
making
saying
it
that.
worse. That's
Right.
what I'm
Okay.
making it
And I'm just the person that's always saying like, hey, we're not privy to all the intimate details, so
sure.
we don't know. And so we gotta, at the end of the day, that's gonna all come out in court. And after
Right.
court, let's pray that they get to a point where the kid isn't affected.
Right.
Well, we praying for you, Kanye, man. We hope you good, bro. But
Keep your head up.
Yeah,
Kanye.
hold it together a little bit. Rein
Big
it
A.
in. Rein
Let's
it
talk
in.
about Big A though.
What's going on?
Yes, he's here.
Let's get it.
Yes.
I'm here in the flesh.
Welcome to the pod.
What's going on? Thank you, man. Thank you for having me.
So how long you been doing music, bro? For the people that don't know, I know.
I actually been doing music since like 2003 when 50 came out with that Get Rich or Die Trying.
We was all hard as fuck back then.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
was
I
all
picked up the
killers back
pen back then, and that's when I, started. Of course, I was garbage, when I was like 12 years old. But we used to take the karaoke machine and put a beat tape in there and
Get your bars.
yeah, rap on the karaoke machine. And I used to go to middle school. We used to my homie that I grew up with down the street, his grandfather was a preacher of the church in our neighborhood, Celestial Baptist Church. Rest in peace to Reverend Boone also. And my homie Ronald and Leon, they live about 3 houses down. And they used to have the karaoke machine, but my homie Ronald, he was into the computers and all that. So back then, he used to press up CDs, and I used to go to school like, yo, let me get $5 for this CD. You know what I mean? And I used to do that at 12 and 13 years
That's
old.
dope,
I
man.
used to go and people like, what, you rap? You know what I mean? And some people would come back and be like, man, it's all right, but man, it's too low, or, you kind of rap off beat. It was just getting different feedback, as time went on. But as far as rapping, like professionally, putting something like shooting videos, able to put money by myself since like 2011.
Okay.
Yeah, 2012. Yeah.
Tell us about and shout out to bro Drew from Tidewater Waves. You got 2
Shout
good
out.
interviews over there.
Yes. Yep.
Go check those out. I'm
What
gonna
up,
put one
Drew?
of the links in. I think it'll be over here in the description.
Okay.
Tell us about how, like, when you really thought like, yo, shit, I could really do this. I could really like make rap full time. I could do this in like. That's when you seen like you could realize it was a dream, something that
2014. Me and my brother, man, Jeannie, we used to, still is in the group, Black and Motivated Gentlemen. You know what I mean? And we had a tour experience. You know what I mean? Actually, I forgot what the guy down in Florida we had hooked up with. And he invited us to a lot of shows down there, a couple shows down there, and we flew to Miami, did a show at the King of Diamonds, and then drove to Orlando, and then we went to Charlotte and performed at Bob's Chop Shop. It's a little club out there. Then we performed at Onyx, and then we went to New York. Then we had shows here in Richmond at Shaka's, and then I opened up for Designer with Yon.
Shout out to
that
Yon.
was shout out to Yon. Yon a real dude, man. That was about 2016, 2017. So that around that time, about 2014, I was like, man, you know,
That tour experience.
that tour experience and having that opportunity to travel up and down the East Coast like that, you know, really wasn't, it ain't like nobody called me to say we're going to give you, you know, $500 a show or $1,000 or $1,500.
It's
but
experience,
it's
though. That shit
experience.
matters.
I took the opportunity to go and, you know, do those showcases.
Yeah. And like Hood just said, and you said you alluded to it in your interview too, about networking, like getting out, connecting with more people.
Yes, sir.
A lot of stuff I've done for the podcasting world, just learning. You
Right.
get out and you want to talk to different people that do different shows. How can you speak to, when not even just locally, but just networking, like going on tour, networking with different artists, somebody hitting you up saying, hey man, I'm doing this, come open up for me.
Right.
How did that help you in your career?
It helped out a lot because, just networking with different people, even if a person don't got a lot of followers, or, you know, some people like, oh, he ain't got a lot of, see what they talking about, you know, because a little small show, you never know who can be in that show. It could be an Aaron from a label, anything, or, you know, just people marketing and promoting. You know, I just try to take every little opportunity I can, you know, if they contact me, or, you know, just like you say, going to the show, talking to different people that do camera work, networking, it's you know, you get to experience every different part of the game, you know what I mean? So, you know, touring and doing that was real important and opened up a lot of doors for me as far as opportunities of networking and just getting my music out there and stuff like that.
Fire. And when you started, I seen you said that you had your own to like put behind you. Like a lot of people, you know, studio time costs a lot, having a space, shooting
I was
videos.
able, you know, to you know, have money to put behind myself, and I went through a lot of money, man. You gotta make money you gotta spend money to make money, excuse me. So I was jumping out there. I didn't care out there, you know, because by me having sickle cell anemia, I can't work. I can't go punching the clock every day. So I have to have my own business and all that stuff like that. So what other cars I got, this is my passion. I will have to open up a business anyway. You know what I mean? So, you know, what else I'm gonna do? You know, this is my passion, so this is my business. So I'm gonna just do what I can to this is what I believe in, so I'm gonna put everything I got into my business, you know? Instead of sitting around the crib all day and hoping and wishing on the dream. You know what I mean?
Another thing, bro, like I think we talk about the networking piece, but also just the maturation as an artist. So you talked about, you know, taking this serious since 2011. So now we're about 11 years. So you're literally, think about it, and we said this on the other interviews, if this was a job, you're 11 years in.
Yes.
You're 11 years becoming an artist, and you're maturing and you're getting better. Just speak to you, because what it sounded like is some of these shows is unpaid. Maybe it's just you're coming up there and doing
just
it.
coming up there
so
and doing
talk about that intern mentality to really to take those jobs and just get better at your craft, and kind of what was that experience like for you?
The experience was dope. I mean, like I said, you got to take every opportunity to get seen and get heard. Like you said, you never know who's going to hear you, who's going to see you. So you got to put in the hours. I mean, you just ain't gonna wake up and put out a song and somebody gonna call you and say, I'm gonna give you $5,000 a show. You gotta go and take those shows where it's 10 people in the crowd.
Yep.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't understand that, because like everybody wants that instant gratification.
Right.
You think about it, to master something, and even to be able to master something to sell it, it takes time and it takes energy. And so what happens is most people start putting out projects and they automatically think they need to monetize it. They automatically think that, oh, I'm worth this because I did this work.
Right.
But you've been doing something for 10 plus years.
Yep.
You were still taking gigs that were for free, like basically doing intern work just to get better at your craft. So I think that's super dope, man. And a lot of people, they fall off before they even make a single dollar because they don't have that
mentality. Yeah, man.
Say it takes 10,000 hours, right, to master a skill.
Yeah.
It takes, like you said, doing it for free. Everybody, Willie's point is very valid, right? People think you just pop overnight, but we already know no artist pops overnight.
No.
It never happens.
No.
They might have seen, you might have been like, oh shit, out of nowhere because of social media. But the truth is, you got to start at home. You grinding,
Right.
long time. You got to put out music. Something pops for you,
Yeah.
and then you see it just transition. But you probably, like you said, 10,000 hours in before that happens.
And then a lot of people don't understand that they think about getting into music. It's just all about being the superstar, being the little baby, being the baby. But you got people like Filthy Rich who say he make $50,000 a month just off iTunes.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't know who Filthy Rich is on this side. You know, he's from Oakland. You know, and I look at people like that, like, I just want to try to build generational, wealth and, you know, just have an income. You know, I mean, I'm going to shoot for the stars, but I'm saying you can start for somewhere and you can build up. You can start getting $250 a feature or $250 a show and then build up and start seeing your little streams come in. That's going to build because 10 people going to hear about your music and they going to gossip. People love to talk. No matter if they saying you whack, goofy, or corny, ain't about that life, guess what? When you go, man, this nigga Big Gay, this nigga is corny. This nigga is not about that.
But you heard about him.
But guess what? Guess what he gonna do? Oh, bro said this nigga corny. Look at this shit. Mm-hmm. Easy said it best. Any type of promotion, bad publicity, good publicity, is publicity.
For sure.
So, you know, I mean, 10 people gonna tell 20 people. You know, it's gonna grow. Just give it time. Have patience. Just like when you open up a restaurant. You know, when a restaurant first open, you go in there, it's dead in there. You know, until, you know, they can build it up. It's not going to be a 5-star restaurant as soon as you open up. You know what I mean? So it's a business. You got to have a business mindset with this music.
Yeah, people don't think about that. And I was thinking about that in terms of, like, even our show, right? Mm-hmm. When any show or any artist pops up, there's always... well, the majority of the time, there's a large body of work before that. Mm-hmm. Because when people are on their computers or whatever, if they're on YouTube and they see one of our episodes, you're also going to see that we have 89 more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that keeps people in instead of just seeing you one time and then forgetting about you forever.
Yep.
You got to have a body of work. People don't think about that because they want to pop up and be big right now, but
right
you got
then.
3 videos.
Yep.
Well, I mean, to his point, I mean, it take money.
Yeah.
So you're spending money to do something, because even if he's going on tour and he's not getting paid, it still costs money for him to produce those tracks.
Yep.
Yeah.
So now,
It's
like
real
Willie
time.
said, it's intern work. A lot of people don't want to be an intern.
Intern, yep.
They want to be the star.
Absolutely.
They want to come out and be
him.
Yeah.
But they don't have anything on their resume to even demand for somebody to pay them yet.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
So, like,
they don't have a body of work.
So Jerry Lorenzo said it best. Like, you usually don't get paid for what you're doing. You get paid for what you've done.
Shout out to Jerry when he went from Nike to Adidas.
Yeah, absolutely. It's one of the best quotes. So it's like you're putting up those shots. So talk a little bit about, we talk about, like, when did you know? So far in your career, what was one of those apex moments for you? Like, what's one of the highs? Like, one of the things that you'll never forget in this music industry was, like, an experience you're just like, wow, like, I did this.
Well, I had a chance, and I wish I can go back, man, in time to work with Nipsey. You know what I mean? I was working out in Ohio at this nuclear power plant, you know, and this before, you know, this was back in back in 2012 when I was working, you know. And this guy I used to work with, we became real close, and he was into music. He's an older guy, but he was into, like, listening to music, and when I was making music, he was like, yo, you hard, this, that, and the third. So he was like, I'm going to send your music to my cousin named Jason out in California. He out there working with some artists.
Shout out to Jason.
He didn't say the artist's name. Yeah, he had a blog, Succotash. It should still be on Google. I guess type in, I don't know that direct link, but you know, you type in Succotash, you'll probably pop up. But he had this blog site, and he just kept saying he working with some artists. This is back in 2012. This before Nip was like he was big on the West Coast, but like worldwide. And he was like, he's working with some artist named Nipsey Russell or Hustle or something. He kept messing up his name. I'm like, I don't know who that is. You know what I mean? So I was like, he said he was gonna play on your music, and Nip actually, you know, he called me and was like, you know, I'm about to go to the studio to meet him. I'm gonna let you know what he's saying. You know what I mean? Now it ain't like he real big, so I ain't like, FaceTiming with him. You know, I'm just like, okay, just let him listen to it.
2012, FaceTime wasn't even a thing for real.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it ain't like I was just like the urge, like, man, I want to see him. Like, that was now, of course, I'll have pictures or, you know, something that showed that, you know, I was in contact. But, you know, and he listened to him, was like, yeah, man, he dope. You know what I mean? That's when I dropped my first video. Now, this was the opportunity I got by knowing somebody dropping one video. I had one video on YouTube. Now, the music business is all about who you know too. And that can help also. But, you know, and Nip looked at it and, you know, he was like, tell young boy I'll do a feature with him. He was like, I usually charge 10 grand. But he was like, for him, since you know him, that's your man's, tell him I do 5. And you know what I mean? And, well, back then, I didn't have just 5 grand. You know, I taking care of my household. I just had a daughter, you know. She ain't even 1 year old yet at the time. So even the guy that I worked with was like, man, I can try to do 2,500, you know, go half with you, you know. And shout out to Kobe too. To this day he support me. You know what I mean? But you know, back then I'm 18, 19, you know, I didn't have the money at the time, but that's one of the highlights that I could say, dang, I wish I would have, you know, took that opportunity, you know, to work with him, because that would have been worth a lot right now.
And it goes back to what you said about networking too, bro. Like you said, you just never know who
exactly. Just like,
and a lot of times people discredit certain people because they don't know. And like we had said this with the last artist, bro. I'm still started to learn how big local communities can like bump up a star.
Right,
like you said,
right.
You'll never know them.
You'll never know.
So like you said, like probably if you were in the West Coast and you were in that space and then someone would have said it, you would have probably been different. But we get so close-minded because we only think of what we see on TV or what like it's on our purview. But there's artists out here that are 7-figure artists that are big in their community.
I can just name dude in Oakland. I don't know who
yeah,
that
Filthy
is.
Rich. Look him up.
No, I'm gonna check him out. But
Filthy Rich, that's my dude.
We was kind of talking about it before we started recording with you about just people out here just making people big, because you know our area kind of wait till shit be hot to put you on.
Popularity over talent out here.
After I was thinking about our interview with Rari, shout out to Rari, I was just like, damn, you know, when was the last time people from VA really got on, and then they took a whole bunch of people with them? And you got to look back to all the time when it was Timberland and Magoo, and they brought Missy, and then they brought Pharrell, and then Pharrell brought the Clips, and then Clips brought Famlay. That don't happen no more.
Nope.
Now, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say no names, but
they
cats be out of here.
And
they gone. They moved to L.A. They moved to Atlanta. And then, they pop in and pop out, but they don't really tap in with people back home to kind of create that where you can be big at home.
Yeah.
And when I say at home, obviously I mean the 7-5. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So can you talk to us about how you feel about support? Because obviously, like you said, Yon came through here. I just posted the clip.
Yeah, I seen that,
when he,
man.
you know what I'm saying, big up the pod, and which is
Yeah.
like, I see y'all working, and it costs money to do this.
Yeah.
It ain't free.
It ain't free.
Niggas ain't. I mean, I make a little money sometimes, but it ain't. You know what I'm saying? Not a little. Not. I mean, okay. Relative to me, it's not any money. I would feel like I would be mad. But anyway,
Right. Okay.
you know what I'm saying? But
What's in the parking lot?
huh?
I said, what's in the parking lot?
That ain't got nothing to do with this.
Okay.
Yeah, shout out to Yon though, man.
But yes, thank you. Shout out to Yon.
Shout Yon, man. Official real dude, man. I'm gonna tell you a story about me and Yon. Yon brought me to open out for Designer back in 2017 at the Nova.
When
and
Designer was scorching.
Yeah, when he had the Panda and all that. So, we did the song maybe 2 days before then or something like that. But he told me to come to the Nova, we'll do the song. So he did his set. So he came to me, he was like, he had already did his set, Crazy did his set. He was like, do you got a freestyle to do? And that wasn't the original plan. The original plan was to go in and do the song that we did. Yeah. But at the time when he asked me, I didn't know that his phone had died and he didn't have a way to get the, he didn't say nothing at the time, the music to the DJ. So I'm like, yeah. So I go up there, I start freestyling and I mess up. But I didn't mess up to the point where it's like they was booing or like, it was just like I kind of slipped up and then I kind of got back because I wasn't prepared. That's another thing. You always got to be prepared. You know what I mean?
Ready, you don't got to get ready.
Right. So came off stage. I was so upset with myself. I felt like my 15 minutes of fame was over. I had my shot. So this how much of a real dude. This dude, Yon, could have left. He could have. He's a star. He good. He don't need. He don't owe me no loyalty. He gave me a shot. I went up there and messed up. So he was like, man, forget that. Man, forget that. You know how Yon talk. Man, forget that. Shit. Man, don't worry about that, man. Goddamn, people got down all the time. You know what I'm saying? You know how you got that Berkeley accent. So he say, man, you know what? He went back up to the DJ. So I'm like, look. He's like, I say, what happened to this song? He said, man, my goddamn phone died. You know what I'm saying? I said, man, I got the song on my email. He said, damn, why you ain't say that? This man stopped the show for the next person who's gonna come on. He did his set already. Crazy did his set. It was nothing else to do. He gave me a shot. This man went back up there and
Made them play.
We did our song that night, made them do, you know what I mean? And you know, I shout out, that's dope because, you know, he didn't have to do that. Yeah. You know what I mean? He don't know me from a can of paint. I'm just artist, you know what I'm saying? I came to him for a feature, you know, he already got me up there, you know what I mean? But this man went back up there like, nah, I'm gonna get this man back up here to do this song.
That's dope, bro.
Yeah,
awesome.
Shout out to Young.
I will. You gotta give him, even Crazy. Shout out to Crazy.
Yeah, Crazy, a real one too, man.
He pulled up to Oscar Smith. That's what I fuck.
Yeah, he deserved all the success. He kept it real. We did Beast Mode. He said, man, follow me. We're gonna pull up, do a video. You know what I mean? Followed him. You know what I mean? Went out Huntersville, shot the video. You know what I mean? In the video, the Triple H joint with Lionel Jackson, Young, and Young Crazy. Yeah. It's called Triple H. The joint, they did out. I think it was out Huntersville, I believe. Yeah.
That's hard, bro.
Yeah, man. They two official, you know, dudes from the 75.
We need more of that out.
Yeah.
You know,
shout out to Young and Crazy.
We gotta get Crazy up here, but we you know, he, like I said, Young just pulled up. We're like, no, I see what y'all doing. Let's be a part of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
And that nowadays, like, it's not like that. Even when I see other people that got like new podcasts, I'm like, hey, bro, come. I'll let you spotlight your shit on my shit. You know what I'm saying? Up your quality. I know y'all need help with that quality. Hit me up, man. Cause the price going up. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yes,
he does other shows.
Is not today's
not
price.
at all.
I love that.
So let's get into it. You alluded to it a little bit, but like you got sickle cell.
Yes, sir. I was born with it. SS type.
You want to explain?
What's SS type?
Yeah.
Okay, you have SS type, then you got SC type. SS type, they say it's the worst form of the sickle cell anemia disorder, the disease, and SC is supposed to be like, you know, a lower. I guess
lower intensity.
Yeah, lower
degree of,
you know, but it ain't no lower or higher. I don't care what they say. That's how they explain it scientifically, but it hurts.
Yeah.
This pain hurts. So basically, your veins, like, let's take a pipe. That's like your veins. And y'all veins, since y'all normal don't have any, you know, sickle cells in your blood, your regular cells, let's take a orange, for example. You know, you slide an orange through a pipe that it can fit through, it's going to roll on through. Now, I have 60% regular blood cells, which are round shaped like an orange. Then I have 40% sickle cells that's like a banana. So the regular blood cells, they roll right through the pipe, you know, roll right on through. But try to take a banana and fit it through the pipe. And then as more bananas come, it clogs right there. And that's when that pain, when you're dehydrated,
so
cold weather.
Like blood clots.
Yeah, you can suffer from blood clots with it, you know. But when you're in a crisis, basically it's like a blood clot. You know, it's like, we call it a sickle cell crisis, is when you're, you know, you go to the hospital and they take your blood, they draw your blood, and your levels are, your white blood counts are high, your red blood counts are low, you know, all of this stuff they got, you know, scientific terms and stuff like that. But they give you, when you have to go to the hospital, you have to take fluids. They give you, you know, fluids, and then that strong pain medicine like morphine and Dilaudid, where you break a bone, you know, because the pain is that intense where, you know, I mean, they give you have to have prescriptions of oxycodone and Percocet. And that's when people talk about, I'm popping the perk. And it's like, man, I really got to take that medicine when I'm going through it. And y'all, you know, I mean, which to each his own, because I understand. But it's like, with sickle cell, man, you know, I lost a cousin to sickle cell. Rest in peace to Ebony Moore. Yeah. So, but yeah, that's how sickle cell is, man. And it's, you know, we say, dang, you really got pain every day. We really go through aches and pains every day, every single day. I mean, I was sick yesterday and the day before. It really wasn't a lot of pain, but I don't know what was going on. I must have caught a little bug or something, you know, with the stomach and throwing up. I couldn't keep
that Rona?
down. No Rona. Tested negative for that.
That Rona?
It's like a stomach bug. Like, you know, I was throwing up. I couldn't keep no food down. You know, I ain't getting no symptoms, cough or nothing. I got my taste buds, all that. And I'm good on that. And I'm fully vaccinated. So, yeah, ain't no Rona on this side. Yes, sir. Negative.
So, when you, in the beginning, and you talked about this a little bit in the interview, when first dealing with sickle cell, were you in fear?
As far as what you mean,
the actual the actual disease, like, did it used to scare you, like when you would have like?
Oh yeah. You know, they say at a certain point, they used to have a limit on how old people would get with sickle cell. Like, you won't live past 50 or.
Yeah, age
But
expectancy.
right nowadays, it's a lot longer. So at one point, I was living fast, real fast, because I thought I was gonna die young. So that stirred me into I gotta do this, I gotta do that, I gotta do this. You know what I mean? Because I want my kids to know that Daddy, was out here trying to do what I had to do for them. Daddy lived. I don't want them to be sad like, oh, my dad was just sick all the time. No, that's why I grind. And like I said, I wasn't feeling good, but I still was gonna be here, stomach bubbling and all, because unless I just can't make it or I'm in the hospital or something. But
For sure.
that's why I grind hard as I do, because it's about my kids. They didn't have to be here, so. I do what I do. I work through what I work through,
So let's stay on that subject because I had a mentor of mine talk to me about this a little bit. So, and a lot of people don't get it. Is like you brought up a really cool idea, or just the idea that I think a lot of people in the Black community resonate with, and they probably don't say it out loud, is this idea of saying I'm not going to be here for a long time,
right?
And that short-term mentality. And a lot of times when you have that short-term mentality, when you don't even expect to get to a certain age,
right,
it impacts your decision making.
Yep.
And I'm not talking about just positive decision making. I'm talking about negative decision making. Well, that's why people start to do certain things that's on the other side of the law, because they feel like they got to get it right now.
Yeah.
So just having that mentality and that thought, like, how did it kind of shape you positively, but also how did it kind of shape you negatively? Just always feeling like, hey, I got to do something right away, and I need that big pop.
Like you said, it have you making irrational decisions. I had a point where I got addicted to not my medication but Xanax. You know what I mean? When I turned 16, like I had a real bad anxiety attack, but I didn't know what it was. So I got through. So, but when I turned about 19, I finally told the doctor that, every time my heart would start beating fast, and, the symptoms, and she prescribed me something called Xanax.
That's crazy.
That
is, no, I was about 20, 21 maybe. But I had it for, about 19, 20. I first told her, she didn't give it to me right away. She tried other things, and then she was like,
oh, yeah, I was going to say that. Cause
she didn't
like
start off with.
Yeah, they normally don't go straight to Xanax for anxiety.
I'm just, that's when I told her about it, and they were starting to start me off, but it wasn't, the stuff that they was having me on wasn't really, and then, but once I got the Xanax, it was like years that I didn't take it. You know what I mean? It would just sit there, and every month she would just keep prescribing me these pills. So one day, I don't know what made me take it, and I liked it, and it make you, everything you're going through, it takes it away. You just get this relaxed feeling, but at the same time, I promise you can kill somebody, and you would not know what you done until you woke up in the jail cell the next day and look at your paperwork. It takes, there's been plenty of times I done been on a night, and, we'd have I had asked, what did I do last night? Where were we at? And put pieces of the story together to really understand what happened last night. But that Xanax addiction, that was a little monkey, but on my back. But I got through it. You know what I mean? But it just, I came home and was looking at videos when I was on, like, how Facebook memories and stuff will pop up, and to see how I was looking out here, man, and it was just like, man, I cannot believe I was out here like that,
So you feel like the Xanax addiction was tied to this idea of like feeling like you need to do this because
I was numbing everything.
Okay.
Like I was numbing all the, going through the ER visits, going to the hospital, dealing with the pain, dealing with stress in life. I was battling, like we talked about the Kanye and Kim thing. I was going through a court situation like that with my daughter's mom. I went through situations like that where certain times I couldn't see my kid, I couldn't get her and stuff like that. And that really hurt me because, your child, you take your child away from somebody, your child get taken away from you, and they're saying when you can see him and when you can't, and you used to see your child every day, that hurt you. Yeah. That'll drive a person insane, so I was numbing. People really do that. They numb what they're going through with that. And I felt like I was just numbing everything that I was going through. But at the same time, I was making irrational decisions because my mentality was like, I'm not going to be here long anyway. I'm going to get 40 and get sick and die.
Yeah. What would you say to people that are, some drug has a hold of them, but they're trying to let go? What words would you give?
To be honest with you, I'm gonna be real honest with you. There's nothing you can say to a person when they're in that stage unless they want it, because the first step to recovery is admitting. And when you tell somebody something that's negative, they wanna, oh no, I'm good.
No.
all
I'm
right.
saying to somebody who knows they're trying to let go of something, like they want to let go of something.
Oh,
like
then-
they're already in that state.
I mean,
like,
it's as far as the drugs wise, it's a mental thing. Your body is going to want to tell you you need it, but you got to mentally be stronger than that thought and that high of you need that drug and realize that you don't need that drug. You're going to go through it because if you're on something heavy, you're going to go through a withdrawal. But you got to be strong. You can't be a quitter. You know, you got to be strong and get through the finish line. There's going to be some days where, you know, you feel like you're dying, you need it, or whatever the case may be. But if you feel like you know in your mind that this is, you know, a problem and I want to recover from this, you know, you just got to be strong and get through that.
Yeah. I feel like the hardest battles any person, addiction or not, will ever go through is the ones you fight with yourself. Like with your brain, because your brain will lie to you.
Yep.
It will certainly lie to you and tell you you need something that you don't need.
What you don't, yeah.
And your brain can tell your body that you need
something, yeah.
So having that short-term mentality, we talk about the negatives led to addiction, probably, you know, different decisions, trouble. How did the short-term mentality actually help push you into your music career and some of the decisions you've made on the positive side?
I think now I'm on my positive side because when I had to sit down in jail for a year like I did, I was off of the drugs. I was sober-minded. I was able to see that everything from I done had car accidents on this drug. I'd been in jail before, waking up in jail cells, like you said, not knowing, you know, what you done. And, I mean, once I realized that the common denominator to everything that was going wrong and me catching this charge, I was on the Xanax. And, you know what I mean? If I felt like if I was sober, it wouldn't even have went that far for me to even catch this charge. Then that's when I knew that, you know, this Xanax is just a complete destruction to everything that's going on. So when I came home, I was able to, you know, you got to glow when you come home. So it's like everybody, damn, man, you look good, man. Like, wow, man, you know, and you look healthy and, you know, like getting that love, it's like, damn, man. And then when you see yourself, you can look in the mirror and look at the picture, you be like, oh, man, you know, and that's just not me. And I knew what I was doing. I was able to sit down and understand. I only was doing that because I was trying to numb myself for what I was going through. But now I got to eventually be a man and chuck it up and just, if I'm going to go through something, just chuck it up and go through it. I don't need no drugs to, you know, control or numb me from what I'm going through. I'm a man, you know. I got to step up to it. You know
feel like that time in jail was helpful to you?
Yeah, that was God knew what he was doing. Yeah. God knew what he was doing when he set me down. I think he saved,
I needed to sit there.
He saved me because any one of those car crashes, I could have been dead, went through the windshield, anything. I could, like you said, I could have killed somebody. I was riding around with a gun. You know, being on this stuff, you know, you ain't in the right state of mind. Somebody could have looked at me wrong, said something wrong, or do anything, and you know what I mean? I killed somebody, and now my family, I'm all on the news, and, you know, my family got to go through me fighting a murder case, and people, you know what I mean? So it's, that really helped me. That going to jail and stuff, it really helped me out. I think that was the best thing that could have happened to me.
So
to get my mind the way it is now.
You get out of jail. You probably spent a year. What did you think about your music career during that time period? And then just walk us through what the actions you took coming out of jail and to really like lock down on this music thing.
Well, when I first came home, I wasn't, I was so busy trying to get myself together as far as my life. I went to the studio. I came home March 2020, and it took about a year before I actually started going to the studio faithfully like I do now. And my fiance was kind of, you know, helping that to tell me like, look, you need to tell your story. You really went through something. You really got a story. Stop sitting around. You know what I mean? I understand you got to make money. Our bills, okay, bills taken care of. We all right. Go to the studio and do your passion. And she really pushed me to, you know, and then on top of that, every time I would see somebody, I'd be, when the music coming out, bro, you still doing music or what? You know, and that love, when you get that type of love and people really want to hear you, and when you see somebody and they say, man, I played your song 12 times, man, riding in the car on my way to work. You know what I mean? Back to back or stuff like that make you, you know, buckle down. Like, man, let me do this.
That's dope.
Shout out to the fiance, bro.
I
was about to say that too, man. Shout out to the fiance.
Yes. Miss Lee. Y'all can, we got a YouTube channel too, man.
I'll drop a bomb on that.
Yeah, Miss Lee. AJ.
I'll put it in the description.
Okay, I will. I'll do that.
And the YouTube channel is just about YouTube?
Yeah, just, you know, just vlogging about
that's awesome.
Relation. You know, just
Black love.
She into that, so you know, I jump on with you. I jump on it with you, and she got her business where she you know, she make different stuff. You know, she laser print stuff on. I don't know what's it called. I forgot the word with the. She got a whole machine, man, a whole setup in the house.
Oh, dope.
She,
For,
yeah,
like, clothes
and
Oh,
apparel
fire.
and all that stuff. Yeah, all that. I don't know the word of the machine or the name of it,
Is it a
but
screen printer?
Yeah, screen, vinyl printing and all that stuff.
yeah, vinyl printing, yeah, and all that stuff.
that's
Like that.
dope.
Yeah, she got that.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Oh.
That's fine.
Yeah.
All right, bro. You got the new project coming. You Can Never Feel My Pain.
Yep, you can never feel my pain. I'm trying to drop it. I'm set to drop it on Valentine's Day. You know,
Valentine's Day.
yeah.
Certified Lover Boy.
No. It's just like with the pain and emotions and all that, and it's just that day. It's about. I know it's about love. Was
Trying to make people extra sad
Nah, I ain't trying
on
to
Valentine's
make
Day.
people
You was
sad.
gonna cry. You gonna cry harder today.
Nah, it's just I don't know. If it ain't Valentine's Day, it should be, but early spring. But Valentine's Day is the day I'm shooting for right now.
Sweet. What can people expect on there? Features?
Yeah,
Producers
so
you
far
got?
I have GMF Peso, GFL Nero. That's all I'm gonna give out right now.
All right, don't give him
That's
no
all I'm
more.
gonna give out
Don't
right
give him no
now.
more. Don't give him no more.
Shout out Pesos.
Hey, he been trying to hold the exclusives.
Yeah.
I ain't trying to
Give
hold
us
nothing.
nothing.
Love it.
I ain't trying to hold the exclusives. I need mine out there.
That's what's up.
Yes, sir.
That's dope, man. Dope story.
Yeah, man. I feel like I got a testimony, and this can help somebody else who may be going through just not sickle cells, going through another type of illness that they may be going through an addiction, and knowing that you can shake back, you can get up off of that. That ain't gotta be. That could be just a chapter in your life.
Absolutely.
You know, I'm glad to say that's a chapter in my life. That's not my life. That's a chapter in my life. You know.
Love it.
So I'm back now.
And
It's
you
like
hear
on
the
True
tell-
Story,
Back
100%,
now.
100%
You know what I mean?
true, 100% facts. The whole song is true. And so when you see me from now on, y'all ain't got to ask what happened to me, where you been at, and all that. Listen to True Story, you'll understand.
Bro.
Because that song explains it all.
But it's so dope just hearing you say that's a chapter in your story, because there's so many like young kids out there, high school, around that age, bro. They just don't understand, like, you make these decisions and you won't even, that can be the end of the book.
Yeah, true.
We see it
One
every
decision.
day. It's like one decision, and for them they can't see past the next chapter.
Yep, 50. What you do for 50 seconds can get you 50 years or in the
50
grave.
or in the grave. And it's just like they don't even have the mentality of the other book. They think the book, the chapter they're in now, is the book.
Is the book.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. So just that's super dope, man. So many kids need to hear that, and
You know, old heads like us try to tell them, and they don't think we know.
Oh, no, they ain't gonna listen.
they don't understand it's a gift
they ain't
to
gonna
get old.
Yeah.
Some will,
Blessing to get old. Right?
Yeah.
Shit.
some won't. It's like, man, you gotta understand.
I try to tell my son every day is an opportunity to make it better than the day before.
Yep.
So to try and like keep him out of that mentality, thinking like
yeah.
whatever you're doing right now, like this is it.
Yeah,
Whatever
no.
you're feeling right now this is it. No, you start fresh tomorrow.
Because the way you think at 20 is not the way you're gonna think at 25.
Hell
When
no.
you get 25, you're not. You know, when you get 30, you're not gonna think the same way you
Not at
think
all.
it. So you're
Absolutely.
gonna elevate. You're gonna grow. And I think this is what I did. Because if you listen to Beast Mode and then you listen to some of my new, you can see the growth. You can
Yeah.
see that. You know, if I play my old mixtape where y'all can get, you know, on SoundCloud, Audacity.
Send me the link. We're going to put it in the
okay.
description. Check
Good
out our
things to
music.
come to those who hustle. That's just something in the past that I put out. But if you listen to that, you can then once I drop my new project, you so yeah, this dude really grew.
Dope.
You know, as an artist.
It's all about growth. We're all about growth here at the Just Another Podcast.
Well,
For sure.
what time frame do you think you did the most growing in? You know what I'm saying? Like from age this to this, like that you made the
How old are you?
I'm
broadest.
29.
Oh, right about to be 30. So the best growth is 25 to 30.
I'm saying, but that's subjective.
Nah.
It is. No, because he might have felt like he did more growing or more maturing in this span of time than that.
Say 26 to now, 25 to now, maybe.
Literally
Said
what I
it.
just
Yeah,
said.
yeah, that's when I.
We're
really
all
started.
men. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
We really talk about this shit all the time.
Okay, I'm just saying everybody doesn't have the
things
same
you
growth
know-
span.
You know what? And we're going to get into it when we start talking about the rational male. Just the thought process as a young man, once you probably, like you said, 25, 26, and you start snapping out of some of the shit you used to believe, that level up is so crazy on the way to
yep.
30. And we're going to talk about how women's clocks and our clocks are different. Look, I just finished the book. Maybe I got a couple guests coming. We're going to get into it. I'm telling you.
Okay.
That 25 to 30, after 30, your brain just worked different
Yeah.
as a man. You just,
I am intrigued by this conversation. You
no,
guys should
tell me.
tune into the future episodes as well.
It's going to be great. It's going to be great. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit the bell.
All that.
It's going to be great, though. I'm telling you. I got hella notes on the rational male.
There's a lot of notes right there. I'm
Peep,
looking.
peep, peep.
There's mad notes.
Yeah. But we ain't gonna end on that. You know what I mean? We gotta, get some. Navient reaches $1.865 billion settlement. Willie, it's for people from 2002 to 02 to 10.
I pray that Nelnet is next.
Yo. So I didn't pay. I paid out of pocket at ODU, but when I went to North Carolina Wesleyan, I did have a loan or two. I've been paying them bitches, but I was like, I feel like they was overcharging me because I was there for a semester, my nigga. Navient is the niggas that be hitting me.
Oh no! Yes.
66,000 balances will be set to 0.
Oh, congrats!
I might know. It's like, hey, hold on, let me hit the right one. You know what I'm saying? I might be in that pool. Now, it's not a lot of money because, like I said, it was a private school, but it was one semester. I don't even, they put you in forbearance because I was still in school, and then they hit you with the interest, predatory loans. How y'all feel about them? Because your boy Biden ain't giving y'all no relief.
Bruh.
I'm tight, nigga. I ain't get the Navy until like
I can't believe y'all
2014.
You know where Biden's from?
Ohio's?
You know what's in Delaware?
Oh,
All the credit card.
Money?
All the credit card, all the credit
Money?
card companies, all the companies like Navient and
Student loan, yeah.
they're all out there.
Yeah.
That's his bread and butter. He not helping you niggas out.
God.
Y'all
Yo,
are
hit me
stupid.
when they get to Great Lakes. When they do Great Lakes, let me know.
Hey, well,
Yeah.
all right, y'all don't seem as happy as me.
Great Lake.
Hey, it don't really affect me.
The lake.
I probably could just pay them niggas, but I'm like, I'm not doing it. But shout out to me. Maybe they can erase the rest of that balance. I don't know. I don't even know what the balance is. They get the minimum from me. College is a scam, but anyway. No,
Unless you know exactly what you're going for and exactly what you want to do,
and it's in STEM. But other than that,
right?
It's a scam.
Yes.
Everything else you can learn on YouTube.
I'm like, college is cool for the network. Like, I think the people that you meet at college.
Yeah, I did it wrong. I left college with no friends.
Yeah. Well,
I did it wrong. I went to one party when I was in college. I got pregnant, so.
Next one.
No, I'm about to say, so look, at the time, and we're going to talk about this when I'm telling you, Rational Male, this period where I met Willie is probably before the mind switch, right? But when I met Willie, I met him because of one of my exes, you know what I'm saying, knew him. I actually seen him on her Facebook talking stupid. And at first, this is when I was super rational. I'm like, who the fuck is this light-skinned nigga?
So it's safe to say he watched you grow.
Oh, both of us. Both
y'all
of us.
watched
Yeah,
him
pause.
grow,
Yeah, no, for sure. You know what I'm saying? And you just, I think we went through the same. It's going to be, stay tuned for that episode. It's going to be great. It's going to be great because the things that I know now and the things that book could teach you as a young man, you have to get Lil Willie to read it. He's not going to want to believe us. But
Yeah, absolutely.
When should they read it? Like, what's a good age to read
18
that?
to 20, somewhere in there.
Yep.
It's really about men knowing their worth and knowing, like, the things you need to do to step in that purpose instead of at that age we're thinking about women, we're thinking about how to attract women and to be real, any girl from 20, 22, she's looking for a 30-year-old.
Yeah.
So you're wasting your time.
True that.
You don't even have shit. My dad is 57. He told me the other day he's made more money at 57 than he has in his whole life. Our worth keep going up. But you don't think that at 20. You're thinking like, how do I get pussy? And then you're doing the dumbest things to try to get pussy. But anyway, we're gonna get into that.
Yeah, I was talking to an old head. He was like, how old are you? One of my dad's friends, and he was like, I was like 29. He was like, damn, man, if I know what I know now at 29.
Yeah.
Sure.
But we think like, damn, man, it's almost in the clock when you get 30.
Yeah.
No.
And he like,
No,
if
post
I was
30 is the best
29
time of your
again,
life.
It's like, dang, I got a chance then. I'm good.
No,
You
man.
know?
I tell people all the time when they
But
say that, what you just said, like, oh man, it's 30, I'm washed. I was like, bro, after 30s, well, my life got super lit.
Right.
Super fire. It's just when we're like,
nigga don't
say
start
you
living
start-
until you
you know what I'm
30.
saying?
You start
Bro,
gaining
just
your
turned
weight at
35.
30
That
and all
birthday
that,
was
you start feeling
epic.
up.
Yeah, I'm 29 too, cuz.
Yeah, because that's when I can't gain. I
Look,
eat
29
all
and
the
think
time,
about
man.
and working towards
Liquor-
buying a house.
Buying a house. All
Yep.
Congrats.
We was
bro.
34 when we bought our first crib. You ahead of the curve, bro.
trying,
Keep
bro.
grinding. I'm telling, man. I can't wait to have this conversation with y'all. Now I was listening to something on another podcast the other day, and they were talking about self-checkout. Do y'all steal from the self-checkout? Let's be honest.
If I scan that shit 3 times and it'll work, it's free. It's going in the bag.
Oh, so she's stupid. Because if I have 3 of the same item, 2 of them are free.
You mean like currently in your life now?
Nah, I don't really go to the store anymore.
Okay.
But when I was in the store,
Yeah, when I was a young nigga, when that shit was brand new.
Like,
no.
Running that shit?
No.
I
See,
tried.
y'all don't want to keep it real. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all.
I keep it
First
real.
of all, listen. First of all, for them to fire people to put these machines here, it is in the packaging. It's in the numbers, in the P&L that you niggas are gonna steal.
Yep.
Yeah.
All the things that they don't want you to steal are in packages. You need
Yeah,
somebody to come
all
scan
that.
for you.
Yeah.
So them,
You gotta
them
unlock
packs
it.
of water. Shit, what, Halo Top? Halo Top used to be the shit. If I got
Yeah.
10 Halo Tops, you think I paid for 10 Halo Tops at Food
Nah.
Line or wherever the fuck
Nah.
it's at checkout? No, nigga, I paid for 4 of them. You should pay somebody. See, you think.
I know somebody used to
If
go.
I don't hire nobody, I don't have to get them life insurance. I don't have to pay them none of that stuff. I don't have to pay them. That's somebody I don't have to pay. That's a body I don't have to have occupy the store.
Yeah, ain't
That
no give a fuck if they get
machine,
COVID.
They think they saving money. And even the things that we take, they like,
Yeah, it's
Shout
not
out
that
to
bad.
self-checkout.
Some oranges,
Shout
some
out to some-
Oreos.
They don't want to be real in here. Everybody trying to act like I'm the only scumbag that gets off on.
I said that. I said that shit.
And like I said, like Hood said, I don't even go grocery shopping anymore because I'm
Wegmans, man. Wegmans.
I'm a high
I love
value man.
Wegmans.
I gotta go with that.
I don't go grocery shopping anymore. Caitlin does all the grocery shopping, but I told her the other day, she's like, you used to do that? I was like, nigga, did I? You tell me
did.
if I got 3 packs of the Dasani's, you think I paid for 3 packs of the Dasani's?
We argue about that. Oh, I hate grocery shopping.
Me too, I ain't doing it.
I do not like.
Did your fiance do the grocery shopping?
Yeah, well, until she, you gotta come with me. We argue about that every time it's time to go. I'm not coming.
She be saying, she be like, well, do you want to eat?
Oh no, something might happen to me. That's her favorite.
I like that.
Something might happen to me.
There's
There's nothing you can do.
You
There's
gonna
nothing you
let
can do.
something happen to me? Want somebody? Ain't nobody gonna do it. That's how she knows.
Yeah,
All right,
the
come on, man.
company.
Guys,
You can't be
know,
like,
you
fuck
can't-
that.
right.
You gotta go. You gotta go.
Every
So
man
I'm in
for
there on my
himself.
phone. If it's a Sunday, I'm in there on my phone trying to tilt it on the car, watching the game. I don't care, just get that one. You know what I mean? You understand?
Speaking of game,
Oh,
hey. For everybody whose team's not in the playoffs, you know what I mean? You already know. You already know. 4:30. What we gonna do, bro?
yeah, we
Let's
winning.
predict early.
Oh yeah, it's the year Emmett. It's 22.
22
Yeah,
year
yeah.
Emmett. I like that.
How did
it's the
Cowboys
year
fans
Emmett.
come up with this?
Yo.
Yeah.
Yo,
It's ridiculous.
Yes, sir.
Hey, I'm
Yeah,
Something
thinking.
special
I'm
about
thinking
the
we're
team
gonna win
this
this
year.
one 27-14 maybe.
27-20 maybe.
Yeah, how'd they make up a year of Emmett? I'm so disappointed in it.
I made that up.
That shit was
I
off
know.
the top.
Yeah.
But the rationale for the line, I was like, oh man, I liked it though, bro.
Last one, last little subject before we get out of here, because people love when we get into our little relationship bag. Now, I know a group of girls that tell me she's with this dude. She's like, it was love at first sight for both of us.
Cap.
Is it love at first sight, or is it for men? I already know what it is. It's like I want to get in them guts.
Maybe
Who believes in love at first sight?
That's bullshit.
love? Maybe because you just can't be in love with somebody you don't know.
I agree.
You feel what I'm saying? So that's
It's
cap.
I love
like,
your face.
It's like maybe you can have a different connection. Like, damn, our connection is different. You know, my connection with you is different from my first time with other women. Maybe you can have a strong connection like that, but to really be like, I love, like, oh my God, I am just in love. I'm not saying her, I'm just saying you being with a girl, like, I'm just in, you know what I mean? Like, nah, you
Even to a
that's
chemical
just
level,
game.
we could get around each other and I could literally feel something because our pheromones and shit is
Yeah.
already
right,
mixing.
it's all right.
That ain't love,
That
nigga.
ain't love, yeah. That's lust.
infatuation.
That's my testosterone levels
Right,
rising.
that's
What you
lust.
talking about?
Yeah, but just be like, I love you. Nah,
Nah.
man.
It's important to
My
learn the
homegirl was
difference.
like, I love this nigga. As soon as I laid eyes on him, it was love at first sight. I was like, no, you wanted to fuck.
Right.
No, you know what it is? She probably, when she got it, the D, then she,
Oh,
when I,
confirmation.
when I saw you, I knew I was in love. Yeah, that
Yeah.
Your dick wet.
Now
Dingle
you
ain't
going
got
back.
you
Yeah.
You looking at hindsight.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Hindsight is 2020.
20.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah.
facts,
No, I
facts,
agree with
facts.
that. No, I don't believe in love at first sight.
Nobody.
Nah, you
why
gotta
do you
know
say
the
it?
difference between love and infatuation. You gotta try and learn that as young as you can.
But
because
even
that's
infatuation
important.
and at first sight,
Yeah.
It can be.
no.
Well, no, because, I don't know. 'cause
You
that's
never
like-
had a
that's
crush
just
on
like
somebody in fucking seventh
school?
grade.
That wasn't at first sight.
But that's just like say if an R&B singer come on with a new video. a girl can maybe infatuated when she first see him, but you know, that's like being a fanatic of somebody, like a crush. Like,
but even
Yeah, that's
I am
what
just
even right, I'm a fanatic of the boys. We Cowboys fans. It still wasn't something that like I just seen the Cowboys the first time I ever watched them.
And you love them.
but
Yeah,
that's different. But that's the
it's the
team.
same.
That's
No,
the
that's
team.
not
Even
the
a girl,
same.
let's go back to middle school. I ain't even gonna use no names. I'm about to say a name. And I seen Shorty, and I was like, oh man. Then the next day I see her, I'm like, damn, she is tough. The first time wasn't infatuated. The infatuation comes from watching you, from being around.
No,
you,
but
from-
no,
Well,
but,
yeah,
I like what he said though. That actually was genius. It's what happens is you have an initial feeling, the feeling grows, you get with that person, that feeling gets exasperated, and then it confirms your congruency of what you felt initially, and then you think that it's love at first sight.
all y'all
That's
just agreed with the
Yeah.
fact that I
Because
just said it's not instant though.
No,
Right,
it's not.
we're
It's not.
agreeing
But
with
what he's
you.
saying though is that we get this bias that says, "Hey, I thought something here on this day,
And I got
and then I got confirmation. So now I feel I'm in alignment. So it was love at first sight.
right.
That gap, this gap means it wasn't at first
No,
sight.
it wasn't. But
Yeah, if you think about it,
but
yeah.
we can trick our brain in that
Yeah.
way.
Okay,
and
I'll
we
go
can
with
use
that.
other examples. Like we can look at it like we all understand we've been in tense environments. So let's say you see a guy coming here and you think he on some fuck shit,
Right.
and then let's say some shit really pops off. You can be like, I knew when I
Knew
first
seen him, right.
Yeah, but you really didn't know.
But you didn't know. Your antennas just went
Yeah,
up,
and then when you
you
see it
know?
come through,
And
now
that's
you
what I was
doubling
saying
down
with
with
the
the
that's
pheromones and shit. You
confirmation.
can
You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying?
what I was saying with the pheromones and shit, you can feel somebody's energy. You can feel
Yeah,
negative energy.
energy. Yeah, energy is real.
And
though.
but and that's the same, it's the
It
same
is.
way on the relationship. So now you said those pheromones are there, then it actually happens, and it aligns to what you thought it was going to be or the interaction. Then you can say it's love at first sight. I love
that
that.
strong, 'cause
Yeah, and our
You
brain.
ever told a girl you loved her at first sight?
Fuck no.
No, not at
First
first.
of all,
Maybe.
first
Hold
of
on,
all,
hold on.
wait. Let's
Maybe-
talk about how long it would take me to even. Fuck no.
You talking about the
Okay,
first
wait,
day
let
you
me tell
chill
you
with her
something.
and then
I
you
can
tell
go
her you
2
love
I'm
her?
just
years.
asking.
For
I can
women,
go 2 years and not tell you I love you. Let's start
Yeah.
there.
But look, hold on. See, I know this nigga. I don't know how much of his business I'm allowed to tell.
No, I know.
But William like tell all the girls they're his girlfriend too though.
No, I don't do that.
Oh, I thought you was
No,
the
you
Mr.
said-
We're
you
Not
said no more?
Together.
You said no more?
I thought he was
You
Mr. We're Not Together.
Oh, now he is. No, for sure.
No, niggas is trying to play me when we were young.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
See,
like I don't do that. First of all, you're no, yo, I am Mr. You will not be my girlfriend. He know, yo,
Now.
don't play with me.
Now.
Don't play with me.
Now.
We talking when I'm 24, 25.
Okay,
Yeah, we just
not
talked
doing
about that growth.
Yeah,
We
exactly.
just talked about that growth.
Yo,
just talked about that
growth. Subscribe to the views. I'm kidding. No, I'm telling you, I'm that guy.
Today, yes, I agree.
Yo, hide your girlfriends, nigga. I ain't playing with you.
We ain't sparing nobody, huh?
I don't know, but how long it takes you to say I love you? I'm not talking about.
No, I agree with you now. I'm just saying.
But maybe back when we were younger,
Yeah, that's what I'm
like
saying.
a kid,
This
like,
nigga
oh,
when
I
I'm
love
20,
you,
when
but
I'm
you know,
22.
right? You know,
When it was like, yo, I didn't
because
even
you
know
want to
what
tell the
girlfriends
girl
meant.
back then. So
But not,
she
then,
can,
but let me be clear. Even back then, I'm not using. First of all, since I was a young middle school nigga, like, no, I love yous. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing I love yous in the beginning, and we're not using emotion to get nothing. We're not doing that. I might say I like you to get some. I'm not loving you to get some. No.
A lot of people do that. Though.
That's
They do.
what I'm saying. No.
Stamp it.
They be
no.
like, I love you.
No,
Can I just
not
put the
doing
tip
that.
in?
No.
No,
None of
we
that.
just skip straight to
We're
the
not
tip.
doing none of that.
Y'all
fuck
never
shit.
said, can I just put the tip in?
That's cap.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
I was like, go ahead and cap.
Yeah, I'm about to say, I can't lie.
We've all done it.
We've all
No,
done
no,
that.
let me tell you, but
we've
no.
all done
I'm gonna keep it a buck. And this is just my own arrogance. First and foremost, I've done that when the girl was a virgin. If you're a virgin and you haven't let nobody else fuck,
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask that. But let me be clear. If any other nigga was able to penetrate you, nigga, I'm putting more than the tip in. I'm putting the whole
But
motherfucker.
or you hit them, with the.
No, real rap.
No, I feel
'Cause once
now
you
look,
let a
no,
nigga
no.
get,
Or you-
it's
At this
different.
age, as a
man.
grown ass man, I'm not saying that, but in our
that's what I'm
early,
saying.
in the early stages,
But see, now
the
it's
early
more like-
20,
But she had to be a
and we all
virgin.
did it. We all did it before graduating high
I
school.
never
right?
did it with a
Everybody
girl
got
who
that.
wasn't a
line.
virgin. though.
Now it's more like, I swear it ain't gonna take me to come. Like, take me long to come.
Yeah,
Couple
absolutely.
strokes. You lying?
Yeah.
Couple strokes. I swear I'm gonna come. But the whole time, as soon as you get in it, you in there wearing it out for another time. I thought you said you were gonna. You and that be wearing it
This is all
out.
I'm saying though, bro. If you
Couple
let
strokes is a new shit.
Yeah, because you just trying to get in.
If you let another nigga fuck, I'm sorry. My thing is like in my head, you're gonna bust it wide open.
Okay,
for me, my
last
nigga.
last one. I promise. I'm gonna wrap it up. So we were having a conversation the other day, me and Caitlin, we in the car, and we talking about. Damn, she gonna be mad I told this story.
Oh, well.
Martin episodes, season 1, episode 1.
We were talking about the difference between women like a girl will fuck a nigga that like she don't care about, but then she be like, well, I really liked you, so I try to make you wait, and this, that, and the third. I was like, bro, that does not mean nothing.
Okay, I get what you're saying. Okay.
You could fuck a nigga because you was bored. Not saying her, just saying in general. A girl can say, "Oh, I just met him in the club. His energy, like that's that certified. Like when you're younger, you fucking anybody because he look good, different. Whatever.
You just want to know what.
But then when you get older and it's about provisions and it's about all this other shit, you want to make a nigga wait. You want him to earn the pussy, but you was giving it up for free.
No,
before.
bro. Kadeem is so right, and it's so crazy because like what Lydia said, like first of all, like. If women understood the value that we derive from a woman's vagina, and then the fact that you freely give it, and then you think that you restricting it from us is like a good thing, it's like the weird, like it's the dummest.
I don't even understand
the dumbest logic you could ever have.
Sense.
Like because the fact of the matter is like when I said this yesterday, every girl has like a serial hoe story, like I met him and we fucked, he was married, and so when I hear that shit and I register that shit, I'm like, yo.
So what you holding for me for?
No, but no. Then I'm saying like, yo, like you better be fucking swinging from the chandelier with me, nigga. If we're in a relationship, I need some shit like I would have never done this before. We need to be bringing bitches over on my birthday.
Even then, you don't. But we don't believe you when you say that.
Exactly. If I'm locking you down, it needs to be some shit like, yo, I'm doing shit with you because like, thank you.
Yes.
Because the fact that, because I know that nigga when he's with his niggas like, yo, you see that bitch right there? Yo, nigga, she was in the club, nigga.
She let me spit in her mouth.
Exactly.
She let me hit the first night. This nigga love boo loving with her. And, you know what I'm saying?
Women think that you'll think less of her if you let her hit the first night or the first week or whatever the fuck. But y'all don't really care about that as much as we think you do.
No, but my thing is though.
Because once you get it, what is to care about?
Exactly. Because you don't understand the vagina and the chase, and they don't understand how men operate. So like I'm telling you, like when I hear a woman start to like talk that relationship shit, and I'm sitting here like, yo, at the end of the day, you was busting it wide the fuck open for niggas who was married, for a nigga you just met, a nigga that was your friend, and then you want to come to me on some relationship?
Fuck out of here. But no, it was just because like you said, to them they're like, no, I mean, I fucked him. I ain't care about that nigga, but I really cared about you. I was like, so you fucked him on the whim? And you making me come through?
If you care about me, let me hit it and not care about you. That's what I'm and that's real.
Oh, man. I might get in trouble for that segment, but I didn't.
We all gonna get in trouble for the segment. that's how you really feel?
It's just, no, because it's like Willie said, it's like, first of all, when women should be valuing their pussy the most, like Willie said, they're going through like y'all call it a hoe phase? That's not a smart move.
It's not a smart move.
I had a girl literally, I'm telling you, when I was a sap, and we're gonna get into this on the Rational Man, I'm gonna keep it a super foul wow with y'all when we get into this. But I had a girl call me after she was out at college doing her thing, like, man, I just really miss you, but I've been in the streets. Told me she fucked X, Y, and Z nigga, and it's like, oh, and him too, but he was a notch on my belt. And I'm like, bitch, you got a belt? What the fuck? Thinking she was a good girl. That's a myth. Mm-hmm. That's a myth, bro. Ain't no good girls. Good girls is good because they ain't get caught being a bad bitch yet.
So the moral of this story. The moral of this story.
Like, you know how we got notches on our belt?
But like the
bro was a
boxers,
notch
you know
on
how
hers.
the boxers hold up the belt and you can see they got Mayweather picture.
Yeah.
Picture that dude.
Yes.
But the moral of the story is when you get to your bag and you get to a place where you're settled, go back and get the young bitches who haven't been fucked. That
is what women don't understand. But
that's the real.
We're going to get to. I promise you.
So when you're 34 years old and you got 2 kids and you got 50 bodies, don't talk to me about no relationship shit.
At all.
Period.
I don't know who that was directed towards, but we don't subscribe to whatever views Willie has on the Just Another Podcast. Like, those are his views, mine are mine, and you know what I mean. But Big A, bro.
Yes,
thanks for fucking with us, coming through.
Appreciate y'all for having me.
We're gonna have music and everything in the description.
Yes, sir.
What you want me to take them out with, bro?
What song?
Yeah.
You can play that Stupid.
Stupid.
Let's get it.
Stupid. Sorry, I gotta go back to the email. I hate when I do this because I should have been ready. No, I should have been ready.
Is it? What kind of song is it? Is it Ignorance? I love Ignorance sometimes.
Yeah, it's a,
I love that.
Just call them everybody's fucking stupid.
Oh, okay.
But the things that they say out their mouth sometimes is like, is you fucking stupid?
Mm-hmm.
You ever look
I
at
subscribe
somebody
to that.
You one of these type shit. Like what you just said out your mouth, are you fucking stupid?
Yo, y'all go check out bro music.